Okay, this is Map Room. Both of these first floor bomb sites have a solid case for them, for different reasons. This one is solid because you can hold it like upstairs, because pretty much everything is soft. So as long as you hold it from upstairs, you can play the vert. The other one is solid because it does not have any vert, and it is very easy to 5-man bunker, which makes everything straightforward and linear. We'll have to mess around to see which one we like better, if we like 5 people on site or if we like holding from up top. Biggest thing in Map Room though is the vert holes you have. You want good vert holes. Just to start, you're gonna have people playing up top. You want these 2 hatches are opened, and you want this one reinforced. The reason why you want this one reinforced is because they open the wall and they open this hatch, and they it's really easy for them to get an execute right here or bomb down in this area if they can just play it from outside up top. If they get a plant down here with up top being open, there's really nothing you can do. They kind of just sit outside and wait, and then they just play the vert and kill anyone here. So you want to keep them from getting a bomb down in this area. I guess I will explain position 1. Clash, if it's available, right here. I would take Clash here. Same thing as upstairs. There's a big ridge right here, and they will have to funnel down it. And if there's a Clash here standing at the end of the hall, it makes it very hard for them to do it. And you're also on Clash, you're pretty mobile. You can come this way, you can help over here, stand right here in this area, contest this whole hallway. You can walk in the site and help your site player. You only have 1 site player. You have three people on this first floor. Only one of them plays site. And that would be this right here. Maybe Pulse can keep track of everyone and everything that's happening upstairs during the round and feed info to the team. And if they clear upstairs, well, then now they have to worry about Pulse C4 trying to get them from below. So Pulse here is actually really solid for anchoring on site. You could take the shotgun or you could take the ump. I'm not mad at either. But Pulse C4 to anchor site is pretty good. Someone like Maluzi would be pretty good, because you can kind of just block all your entries or get stuff for hatch drops. Trap ops on this site is pretty good to stall for time. If you have a thorn or something, that could be solid. But I think Pulse just feeding info to your team is really nice. You can tell if anyone's on the rappel. Over here, you can tell what's happening up top. So I think Pulse here is really good. Valk, you can get your Valk cams up top and around. You have the C4 still again. It's kind of the same thing. But you have the rotate right here. It's just because it is harder to see from the hatch. They actually have to prone to see this bomb right here. So you're actually free to sit here unless they prone, which if you kind of sit a little closer, you'll be able to see. And you can be ready for that. But you put the rotate here because the window can't see you. And you put the reinforcement here because that lets you play right here without the window seeing you. So you can kind of play this whole area as Pulse, so you're a lot more free to walk around. With these reinforcements, these are the only 3 reinforcements you use downstairs. It's just keep your Pulse safe in sight, keep them from hitting you. Pulse can come around and kind of play the door area and contest red and stuff. You got to be careful of people just running up red though. And Pulse should actually be keeping track of that with the Pulse scanner and looking down. On Pulse, you got to be very active of just looking down over here and see if anyone's pushing up red, or you could even look at red and see if anyone's on it. So that is something you have to keep check, and make sure that you are aware of what's happening there. Again, Clash for this area. Azami is a good option here. Anyone with a deployable, as long as you get Jaeger ADSs for it, would be a solid option here. You can kind of just plop it right like this, and if you have ADSs on the wall, then it will most likely stay up and you can kind of play off of it. Install for time, just sit tight, don't get too aggressive. You should never just be sitting like this, oh, I'm contesting Skybridge. You are gonna get your brain blown off, so kind of just stay moving. Just give them the threat that you're here. Don't actually, your look is not to kill someone, right? You just want to stall for time. If they clear all of your ADSs, they clear the boil, well, back up to elbow right here. I'm gonna just kind of play elbow and wait. But Clash here, by far the best. If Clash isn't banned, Clash might be banned because they're taking them up top. Azami is good for here. Might also be banned because you're going to be taking them up top. Azami is very popular to ban. But then your last person on this first floor is going to be probably a warden or some sort of trap op. So if it's not a warden, then it should be like Ella, Thorn, Denari. Those are all good options here. Just block your doors so no one can just swing you all nilly-willy. If you're playing a trap op, if you're warden, well, then you have your deployable. You can place that however you want. And just kind of watch the other. You can sit close with your shotgun. It's a little dangerous, but sit close to the shotgun here. Your green stairs player can help you. So I guess that's something to be aware of. Denari could be good here just because you can cover your doors. Again, Azami's going to be really good here if Azami's up. Azami's going to be pretty much good anywhere as long as they're up, though. So that doesn't say much. Smoke here could also be good. You could put Barb on both door, and when they go to smack it, just start smoking like crazy to stall for time. Play right here if you're feeling most unsafe, or like in this door, kind of right like this. Because you will have your green stairs player here to help if they try and walk on you. So you're actually kind of more safe here than you'd think, but this is a very dangerous position to try and sit and hold because there's 2 first floor doors and a window that have eyes on you constantly. Hopefully wherever you decide to put warden deployable, I think right here, there's a strong case for just putting it right here for your door and playing off of it, or even back a little ways, like right here on the ground. Playing off of it here, because now you can kind of keep tabs of what's happening over here. You can test what's happening over here, and you'll see I have very smart footholes right here, because it will let you contest the door through the footholes, and anyone playing all the way over here can come over and play off of red to contest anyone walking on you there. So I would try and remember to get those footholes. Those footholes are really good. We're the shotgun here. Put your deployable right here. That's going to be your best bet, I think. And play the shotgun here. You have the shotgun for this. You got footholds there. Orange shotgun's going to be really good for that. Up top, this, if a zombie is available, I think is #1 option for a zombie, is holding top green with the zombie. Same thing as last time. You can zombie this, you can zombie that. You have a lot more flexibility. This, you have to leave stopped, so they will get angles onto this door. So you got to be careful of this door being killed from green window, but you will have this rotate right here instead, which will keep you safe for the most part, or give you a better chance of actually contesting this. But your last two, or your last one, I guess, will be Wall Denial, Bandit, or Cade. If Cade's up, then getting everything set up here should be pretty simple. If Cade isn't available, then you might have to take the Pulse Shotgun, you might have to take the Warden Shotgun, and Warden might have to come up here, and Warden might have to do everything downstairs. So I guess keep tabs on who can do what. But try and keep this wall closed for as long as possible. Once they do get it open, kind of just play server side, or like, and you're gonna have your zombie top green to help you, so zombie will be here. You can kind of, I guess, either go this way and be ready for a hatch drop. This is probably a little too dangerous, but you could kind of play this area and just right before you fall off and drop hatch. Or I think your best option is once they get wall open, come sit red. Just sit on red with your shotgun. You have your zombie on green, you on red, and then just be ready to fall off. Just kind of contest this. So I guess you're kind of spread a little thin on this bomb site. This bomb site is a little hard because of that, but if you stall for time for up top and give them no time to execute, then you win the round. Or if they ignore you, go first floor, and you have up top and you have all the holes to work with, then you should be good. The vert holes are important for if they just hit site right away, so you want to be sure that you're stopping a plant right here close on this door, right here on this wall right here, behind this table. This one is this right here, or that right there. If you're trying to plant on this table, right here by the door. This must be from right there for anyone planting at the door. I guess I already went over these, but you have this hole for anyone trying to plant on this bomb right here, and then these holes right up here for anyone trying to plant on the door right here. They work from like bridge over. So the vert is like very important for keeping tabs on that. In a post-round situation, so just keep that in mind. But to summarize, I would take Clash for Museum. Model room, sorry. for model room, and then I would take a warden with a deployable at vending. I would take a zombie for top green. I would take a pulse in sight, ideally, with a C4. I would take a Cade or a bandit for wall denial. That should be everyone. Warden, Clash, Pulse, Zombie, Cade. Yep, that's the 5. Okay. Just careful when walking over here. Your upstairs people are going to have to be on top of like where people are coming from up top. Just like if they just walk on your sky bridge, you gotta be ready for that. Or if they just walk death box right here, you got to be ready for that. So kind of just be ready, be prepared. Watch cam, see where they're coming from, start of the round, kind of just cycle them, see what's happening, where they're going, what they're doing. Other than that, I think that is your best chance of holding this. If Clash is banned and you need the deployable and the Jaeger over here, then you could have Warden put the deployable here and the Jaeger's here, and then Warden will have to figure this area out without the deployable. But hopefully that is not the case. You can just have the Clash play there, and that's a huge time solve. The bridge, contesting bridges here with Clash is like, that is the best opportunity for Clash because of how funneled they are. I said that last time, but that is why Clash is so good here and why I'm kind of pushing it so hard. Yeah, I guess it's the limits, it's not that short. I'm gonna explain everything that needs to be explained. I guess I can explain rotates and everything. Footholds here and everything, so you can contest from off-site. Anyone trying to plant, you get your rotate here. I went over that already, so they don't see you from the window, and it's harder for them to see you from the hatch. You get a rotate here, so anyone rotating from green to contest a plant or fall off can come play over here. In this area, playing right here is a good spot to play for defense. Kind of just sit tight, worry about this angle. This rotate is for your green player. This is optional because it does just give him like a way to just kind of walk sight really quickly, but you have 2 people either side to keep that from happening. So you should be able to stop something like that. Upstairs is pretty similar to last time. You'll have your vault rotate right here, full rotate here, your head holes, so you get the angle from up there. You get your footholds, so anyone pushing the person breach, you have a nice one-way onto them if they don't prone. This I was just making to test angles, and also so you know that this is how the window out there cuts in half, but I would just leave that completely soft, and then you get a rotate right here, where you're a zombie to rotate in and out of if needed. That is what I do for this bomb site. I guess a zombie cave Clash ban is not a possibility. From there, you'll probably have to take trap ops, get your Jaeger, get your deployable. To take bandit instead of Cade. Instead of Clash, you can get like a Thorn or a Denari. And instead of zombie up here, there's really no good backup to Azani. I'd probably just a Rooney DMR, I'm not gonna lie, just so you can take long range gunfights and contest all the way to Skybridge. I mean to kill a guy, but that is what I would do for this bomb site and how everything should be set up.